All right, what is up, guys? Hope you guys are all having a fantastic Friday here. So let's just dive right on into this training. Let me share my screen real quick for you guys. So today's training is going to be called How to Get a Flood of Testimonials for Your Tutoring Business. Because look, I mean, if you know, if someone's shopping for a tutor, right? And they're looking for someone who's going to help their kid, who has proven track record, proven results, stuff like that. And there's two companies that is coming down. It's either going to be this tutor or this tutor. The person with the most social proof, the most third-party validation, the most testimonials and reviews is absolutely without a doubt going to get that business, right? That's why testimonials and reviews and all kinds of third-party validation is so important, especially in this day and age, because before someone actually picks a tutor these days, typically they do shopping first, right? So like 80% of people, I think it's somewhere around there, don't quote me on that, but somewhere around the majority of people, they actually do shopping and they look at reviews and stuff before they ever pick up the phone to actually call you, right? So in this training, I'm going to be showing you how you can be collecting testimonials for your tutoring business, right? Because it's so important. So I actually want to start off with a story because there was an unfortunate accident that actually caused me to take getting testimonials seriously. And what happened was back in the day, I had this other company that had started, and unfortunately, one of the customers there wasn't so happy with some of the services, and it was kind of a big misunderstanding. And so what happened was this dude actually went and found my tutoring company and stuff, and he actually left a bad review, which is really unfortunate because there's not really much you could do about it. And this guy didn't even live in the States; he actually lived in the UK. And so he found my tutoring company, and back then I only had like 2 reviews or something. So he 1-starred me, and 1-star brought my tutoring rating significantly down. I remember I was in my room at the time and I was freaking out because I'm like, man, like now it shows that I have a terrible rating. People are gonna see that. People are gonna read, read what this dude said, and it's gonna be terrible. It might cause people to sway away from picking up the phone and give me a call. So I remember feeling like anxious and nervous, and I was really kind of scared at the time because I was like, shoot, I don't know what to do. And so this is the review. This was 4 years ago. And it says, terrible. The owner took my money for multiple lessons, and when I was unhappy, refused a refund. The sheer arrogance was something else. Do not trust your child's education to this fraud. Now, again, this person was not a customer of mine, and he wasn't even in the States, which is crazy, but you can't tell that here. So it looks like a real review, and if someone reads this, it could definitely sway people away. So what I did was I said, okay, look, I have this bad review. Well, how can I solve that issue? So what I did was after that bad review, I actually contacted all the different customers that I've had in the past, and I decided that I would just completely drown out that bad review that I got with an enormous amount of amazing real reviews, right? So like real, I want to stress that here because there's a lot of people who like ask their friends for reviews and their family members and stuff, and I actually disagree with that because typically those fake reviews, customers can sniff that out, right? So make sure they're real reviews. And so now, I mean, I almost have 100 5-star reviews. I mean, we're popping here. And so now that one bad review that I got, which was not even real, it's drowned out. No one even cares about it because it has 95 other amazing real reviews from real parents and real students who had a really great experience with us, right? So I just want to stress how important it is to to start having those reviews, because if you have so many good reviews, if on occasion you end up getting a bad review, it's drowned out by so much positivity that it really doesn't make too much of an impact. So now it's cool because since I rank so high on Google and so many people find us there, like 90% of my, of people that actually give me a call, it always sounds something like this, like, hey, I was searching for a tutor on Google and the reviews are incredible that you guys have, so I wanted to give you guys a call. It's much higher than anyone else, right? Which we take pride on, and I think it's really, really, really cool because, like I said, I mean, there's four other tutoring companies here where I live, 3 or 4. So if they're looking for a tutoring company and they're going to pick one of those, they're going to pick the one with the best ratings and the highest star review, right? I mean, the same thing with you guys. I mean, I'm sure you guys have gone on Amazon or gone looking for services and you read the reviews, and if there's a bunch of bad ones, then you're not going to really do business with them. But if you see a company or a service or a product has like outstanding reviews, what are you going to do? You're going to have confidence in that product and you're going to purchase it, right? So let's just jump into actually getting testimonials for your tutoring business, okay? So check it out. I know there's some people out there that may be watching this who don't have any students yet. So like, well, Richard, how am I supposed to get fantastic reviews if I don't actually have any students yet, right? It doesn't make any sense. So the good news is I do have a solution for you. So this is what I would do, right? So I like to keep a lot of my stuff as simple as possible because simple typically not only works best, but it also makes it actionable for the people watching. Because if stuff is too complicated, it's too overwhelming. So let's just keep things simple here, right? So what I would do if I had no students, I was starting out from scratch, is I'd offer my services for free, no charge, right, to 5 to 10 students in exchange for a 5-star testimonial, right? So this is basically the payment. So you're not actually getting a monetary gain, but I promise you these 5-star testimonials are going to pay you dividends in the future, okay? So that's what I would do. And so what does the script kind of look like? So this is kind of what I would do if I was, trying to get a bunch of really good testimonials, but I didn't have any students. So, and this, you could take a picture of this or whatever if you like, or write it down. But this, you could kind of make this sound, like you if you like. But this is what I would say. I would say, hey, I'm starting a tutoring business and I'm looking for 10 new students who need help in math, right? I will help your child for 4 weeks, absolutely free of charge. But all I ask is this: if you found value in my tutoring and I feel that and you feel that it was absolutely worth your child's time, you leave me an awesome 5-star review on Google. Sound fair? And most people are going to be like, yeah, that would be great. And so I do want to stress this right here where it says, if you found my tutoring valuable, and you feel it's worth your child's time, because you don't want someone to feel like they need to give you a 5-star review if it wasn't good, right? So just tell them like, hey, look, we're looking for honest feedback. We're looking for honest reviews. So if you feel like the tutoring was amazing and your child benefited from it and you saw an increase in grade and confidence or whatever that may be, then would you be able to go on Google and leave me a 5-star review or whatever you're trying to do? If you're trying to get Facebook reviews or even video testimonials or whatever this may be, right? Insert whatever review you want. But Google's huge, right? That's why I'm kind of stressing that here. So this is kind of the script that I would use if I had no students and I was looking to get reviews, because within 30 days, within a month or two, you could have a good amount of reviews out there. And then that's going to help you get paying clients. And the cool thing is after these 4 weeks, some of these people who you're helping for free may actually turn into paying customers, which is really fantastic, right? So you may not only get a review, but you may also get a paying customer, which is super awesome. So check it out. So what if you have a few students, right? You already have a few students under your belt, or you had previous students. This is kind of the method that I use, right? This is the system that I use. So typically after 30 days or so of tutoring a child, I'll typically reach out to a parent and I'll ask them if they've been enjoying the tutoring so far. I'll either text them or I'll call them and say, hey, Susie, this is Richard over with XYZ Tutoring. I just wanted to follow up with you and see, if you had any feedback about the tutoring or how the tutoring was going so far, and just listen for the feedback, right? Because they're either going to say one of two things. They're going to say, you know what, the tutoring's been fantastic. My child loves it. Everything is going great. We're super happy we found you. Awesome. Or they're going to say, you know what, my child's not doing that great yet. It's okay, whatever. They might not absolutely tell you they hate it. This is a little bit dramatic here, but they are going to, they may give you feedback and say it's not incredibly amazing. And so when they say they're not having like the best experience of their life, then you see how you can make them have, well, hey, you know what, Susie, I totally understand that. Well, what can we do to improve? A big thing here at XYZ Tutoring is communication. So I'd love to see if we can turn this around for you. How can we do that, right? And that's an amazing way to get some feedback. But if they say, you know what, the tutor's been fantastic, it's the best tutor of my life, it's so amazing, whatever, this is when you ask them for a review, right? This is when you want to ask them for a review, because this is the perfect time. You want to ask them, one, when they're praising you and they're in a good state, right? And so this is kind of how I ask it. So if they say that they love the tutoring, right, this is how I like to phrase it. I would say, well, hey, can I bother you for a 5-star review on Google by any chance, right? Can I bother you? I kind of like to use that because a lot of people, they don't feel bothered at all. And it's just a really natural and kind of organic way to ask for a review. So like in this is a text here, and we were already having kind of a conversation, so that's why I have this here. But I said, hey, would I also be able to bother you for a 5-star review on Google by any chance? And I would say almost 100% of the time, I can't even remember a time where someone actually said no to that. So this is kind of like what I like to say. And so you could say this either on the phone or in a text. If you're on the phone with them, like, hey, would I be able to bother you for a 5-star review? And they're gonna be like, yeah, of course, that'd be fantastic. How do I do that, right? And so with the smart tutor system that we use and that I developed, getting reviews are actually as simple as just one click. So like once you ask them and you say, hey, could I bother you for a 5-star review, and they say, you know what, that'll be fantastic, I literally click one button and this, boom, gets sent out to them, and it just says, hey Patty, how's your experience been so far with our tutors? Your feedback means a lot to us. We really appreciate it if you could take a minute to leave us a review. And then I have my Google link. They literally just click that, it opens it up, they leave a review, and boom, it's done, right? And so that's how I've been able to get so many 5-star reviews. And so awesome. So I know that's a short and sweet training here, but I want to open up the floor for any questions if you guys have any. And yeah, let's hop on out of this training.